Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, thanks a lot, Ken, and thank you for tuning into the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. I'm Rich Walsh. I'll be joined by Paul Zeiss in just a matter of moments, and you can give us a call, 412-575-2600. And we're talking about the Buccos tonight. Chris Archer, he goes 7 innings for the first time since April 13th in Washington. And he gets his second win of the season. He's 2-5, 92 pitches, 62 strikes, 7 Ks. A really good performance, and he had a really big fourth inning, I think, because he got out of a huge jam. The Pirates had a nice 7-1 lead. You know, he gets 2 straight outs, and all of a sudden it looks like things are just falling apart. And luckily, the Pirates had a big enough lead where he could kind of get his composure back and get out of that inning. He gives up a home run, but I think that was a huge inning for his confidence. And then he has a good 5th, 6th, 7th inning, and he finishes the game with 7 innings. That's what the Pirates need right now. They need their starting pitching to go 6, 7 innings. Give that bullpen a break, and you know, keep guys like Hartlieb and McRae off the mound. That's what you want. So we'll see tomorrow. Another big outing for Nick Kingham. He had 4 good innings in Cincinnati, then kind of blew up in the 5th inning there, but you know, at least he had 4 scoreless innings in Cincinnati. That's something to build on. And maybe tomorrow he can get the win for the Pirates, but sure, gets his second win of the season, and this is what they need. And, you know, you can kind of feel the energy, maybe not in the crowd. I know that they were talking about that on the telecast, but, you know, I felt the energy from the players. And it looked like Chris Archer fed off that energy, and it looked like he looked like the Chris Archer that we saw towards the end of the year last year, where he got excited, and you saw his emotions. And that's the Chris Archer I want to see, and I hope we see more of it, because the Chris Archer in May hasn't been good up until this point. So he had a good performance today for the Pirates, a winning performance, one that they needed, and so did Josh Bell. He had 2 more hits today. He was 2 for 5, and right now he has 94 total bases in the month of A. That's the most total bases by any Pirate player in any month in the history of the franchise. He broke Ralph Kiner's record. I believe he had 92, but he broke Ralph Kiner's record of total bases. And Josh Bell, 94. And that is the most total bases by any player in the month of May in the major leagues since 1958. Willie Mays had 102. So 61 years, the most total bases in 61 years in the month of May. I mean, it's pretty amazing to see what Josh Bell is doing right now. Just think about where the Pirates would be without Josh Bell. They're 500 right now. Where would they be without this guy? He's one of 3 guys on the team right now that's batting over 340. Kevin Newman, he's continuing to hit the ball. He had a big game today. His average is up to 341. Then you have Josh Bell. He's over 340. And Brian Reynolds, another guy that came out of nowhere for the Pirates. You know, he wasn't even expected to be up here this year, and they had all those injuries in the outfield. And this guy now should not leave, should not be sent down. If they send him down, I think you're going to do a disservice to the player. You're going to do a disservice to the fans. You can't. This is where they screwed up with Austin Meadows. When Corey Dickerson gets healthy, you can't send Brian Reynolds down. I would keep Corey Dickerson on the bench until, you know, maybe Reynolds goes through a slump or something, or maybe platoon someone. I know Andrew Filipponi and I were talking about that last weekend, but, you know, that's definitely an option. So they got some options here coming up, and, you know, I guess some good problems to have. The bad problems right now is pitching and injuries. And Keona Kella, it looks like he's going to be shut down for 10 days. He was on his rehab start. I guess he's still feeling something in his arm, and now he's not going to do anything for 10 straight days. And that's a big blow to this bullpen. You know, he's the kind of guy that the Pirates, if they have him back, they could potentially explore, you know, that opener role again, because he would fit right in there. He's the kind of guy that you'd want for an opener. You know, he's a former closer, high leverage situation. That's where you'd want a guy like him opening if they're going to continue to kind of test out what an opener is for the Pirates. You can't throw out Montana DeRapo, Michael Felizes of the world, Richard Rodriguez. You know, he was probably in the plan until he gave up 1 million home runs this year. So he's not in the plan to open right now. I mean, Clint Hurdle did say that he was in the plan until he kind of lost whatever at this point. So, all right, Bucco Fever is back. It's spreading fast. Give us a call, 412-575-2600 is the number. You can reach me on Twitter, @Richie Walsh. Back in a couple minutes.
Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, celebrating 25 years as Pittsburgh's #1 home exterior expert in roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, where honesty and integrity still matter.